Well, hello and welcome back. JT here for my Thrift Store Finds Monday. And I have a lot of records to show you. Today's only going to be vinyl. No CDs or no movies. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here pretty quick. But I do want to say one thing. I've had 1 year in the vinyl community, and very grateful for that. And, you know, I always just try to stay positive and be helpful when I can. You know, there's so many channels, but I love it. You know, you don't have to feel bad. You know, you just, you view, your friends and new channels when you can and help when you can. And that's really the big thing for me with it. But, you know, I made a video 1 year ago, September 29th. And it was, yes, it was Thrift Store Finds was my very first video. So let me get started. I have, let me see, I have four very, very recent finds. I've been getting there late, and I know somebody's been picking records before me, when they put them out at the thrift stores, one in particular. But that's okay. That's the way it is. I still got some good stuff, and I'm going to show four country albums. And one is Billy Joe Shaver. And, you know, this guy's outlaw country. You know, he's Chris Christopherson is a fan, Tom T. Hall, Dickie Betts from the Allman Brothers loves this guy. He's on Capricorn Records. And he's from Corsicana, Texas, just south of Dallas, the Big D. And let me show you the back cover. There's Billy Joe Shaver. One of the greats for outlaw country, definitely. And this is on Capricorn. And I love anything on Capricorn Records. There we go. You know, I love a lot of Southern rock as well. I like everything. You know, I like everything from Dinah Washington and Sarah Vaughan to 80s metal. You know, I'm just, it's kind of a mood thing for me with music. You know, whatever mood I'm in, definitely. Here's another one. I've never had an LP by this artist, and that would be Dolly Parton. So cool to have this. I'm really happy for this. And this is a greatest hits. There's some fine songs on this. And check out Dolly here. She's all over the place, right? Yeah. What a positive vibe from Dolly, right? Beautiful gal, beautiful woman. And the back cover. And the songs. Let me go ahead and do this. All right, Dolly Parton. And then from down Louisiana way, that would be Doug Kershaw, The Cajun Way. And Louisiana Man is on this one, and Diggy Diggy Low. And this was cool to find, especially in this shape. And there's Doug. Never had, no, I do have a Doug Kershaw record, actually. Now, what I really like is on the Warner Reprise sleeve, it shows when I was a kid, I tried to order these comps, and now with that one thrift store find from about a month ago, I have about 10 or 12 of them. And this is what's really cool is I really like that this is on the early Warner Reprise label, the Burbank Palm Tree label. And here's another one, guys. Two more actually from country new finds. That would be Brewer and Shipley, and that would be One Toke Over the Line, Sweet Jesus, One Toke Over the Line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Oh yeah, that would be Brewer and Shipley. And you know what's that song? You know, I didn't do the best job. But that song is on the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas soundtrack, you know, with Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro playing his lawyer, the great Hunter S. Thompson novel that I grew up with and I love so much. But Brewer and Shipley, this is really cool. There they are, early 70s. I love this jacket. And check this out. There's the back. This is on Kama Sutra, baby. Love me some Kama Sutra vinyl. But, you know, that track is so strong. And as a kid, you know, that was such a big song. One Toke, Over the Line was so great. And one last country record that I picked very recently at thrift stores, that would be Roger Miller. And he is the king of the road. And this is on Smash. This is just clean. So cool to score this. I have one other record, this record, and this is in mono. And let me show you that great Smash label. Gotta love Smash. The great Roger Miller. Okay, now we're going to do a little prog. And these are, all the rest of the video, guys, are records that are all thrift store finds, cheap. I mean, like $1.50, maybe $2. No, they're all $1.50. And here from the UK would be Nectar, Magic as a Child. And, you know, they did really, really well in Germany. They based themselves out of Germany, but they're from England. And this isn't, you know, their early records are so fantastic. I'm a big progressive rock fan, always have been. For me, it started with Yes. But this is a nice record to have. And I do have the remaster of this too, so I'm able to compare. This is the original pressing, and Magic as a Child. And it's on the red Polydor. Man, I'd love to have a UK press of any Nectar or anything British or Irish or from England or Scotland. I'm going over, you guys. I think we're going to the UK and Ireland next year, hopefully. And my next record up would be, and this was a great find, this is an original master recording for Supertramp, Crime of the Century. Love Supertramp. And, you know, this was such a huge record in 1974. We listened to this so much, and bloody well right. Absolutely. Love Supertramp. You know, a few people don't, whatever. I do. And there it is on A&M. And next up, I'm going to show you, this was a really big progressive rock vinyl haul of about 30 to 40 records about 4 months ago. And here's a beautiful Mike Oldfield record. This is Airborne. And on side 2, this is a double album. He does Tubular Bells Part 1 on this as well. Wonderful record. And now, older records. Don't Walk Away, Renee, The Left Bank. And this record I got for under $1 because it was a vinyl haul of about 200 records, and it broke down to about 75 cents a piece. So, I mean, I got a OG Love, The First Love on the gold label Elektra. I mean, it was a great score. I got the Mr. Tambourine Man original mono, yes, for under $1. So, The Left Bank, Don't Walk Away, Renee. And this is on Smash. I won't show you because I already showed the red Smash. Now, this is interesting. Cherry People, you know, it's a pretty good record, but I love the cover. And this is on a very cool label. And this is pop psych, you know, definitely. So a few good tracks, though. And here they are, Cherry People. And the record is on MGM. Look at this sleeve. I really like that sleeve. All the artists. Eric Burden and the Animals, Hank Williams, Every Mother's Son. And here's that label, very cool. Heritage label. Love that. So once again, Cherry People. And next record is a very underrated duo, and that would be Delaney and Bonnie. And yeah, well, actually, I did pay $3 for this. And this was at a secondhand store, one of the very few records. You know, I mean, first of all, Bonnie Bramlett, you know, think Aretha Franklin, think Janis Joplin. So underrated. You know, who wanted to play in this band? Well, Eric Clapton, George Harrison, and Mr. Dave Mason, who's my neighbor right down the road down there in Gardnerville, Nevada. He's lived there quite a while. I hope he comes in the shop sometime. I'd love to chat him up. Absolutely. But, you know, Delaney, and he also wrote Eric Clapton's, half of Eric Clapton's debut album. So the great Delaney, Bramlett, and Bonnie. And there's that back cover. And I love this music. I just, you know, it's that Tulsa sound, Leon Russell, J.J. Cale. All these guys are from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And, you know, it's that country, soul, roots, rock, folk, country, soul. Love it. Right up my alley. West Coast sound, not really, a little bit, but all of us for that West Coast sound out here, way out west as I am, love Delaney and Bonnie, especially in my age group. So this is on Columbia. So Delaney and Bonnie, and this is D and B together. I actually have a number of Delaney and Bonnie records. Now, this is Bobby Weir. This is his solo work with Kingfish. And this is such a squeaky clean copy of Kingfish. And this record, what is so great on this record is he does a great Marty Robbins cover, Big Iron on his hip, right? And here's Bob Weir and the band. And Lazy Lightning's on this one as well. And Jump for Joy. This is just a great record for me to have. Well, I enjoy the Grateful Dead, obviously, right? I got my face stolen back in 1981. I always enjoyed the Grateful Dead. So, Kingfish, and oh, this is really cool. This is on Round Records. Really sweet. Oh, yeah. And I have one other Kingfish copy if somebody wants to trade. Now here, the Queen of Soul, Aretha Now, and this was from a very big vinyl haul that I got. Actually, it's been 5 years. I thought it was 3 or 4. It's 5 years ago. A lot of great records, unbelievable jazz. Aretha Now, and on Atlantic, so many great tracks. And this is actually, this is a second press. Yeah, I'd have to look into the Dead Wax. That's a second. And Stevie Guitar Miller, guys, this is a cool album. And if you only know the commercial Steve Miller, the first 5 albums, you know, as Mazzy and I know, the first 5 Steve Miller records are just stellar. I mean, absolutely amazing. So this is a really cool, this is Recall the Beginning, A Journey from Eden. And there's the back cover. And yes, I did pay $3 for this one as well. And that's on the green Capitol. Now, Emmett Rhodes, his original band, the Merry-Go-Round. And this is that haul where these came in at about 75 cents a piece. Great record for me to have, definitely. And in very nice shape. And this, guys, this is a white label promo for the Merry-Go-Round. Once again, and there's Emmett and the Merry-Go-Round. You're a very lovely woman. Happy to have that. And Iron Butterfly. Heavy. Very, very cool to have this. Thrift Store Fine on Atco. There's the songs. Let's see that Atco label. And this is cool too. This I found just 3 months ago. The Electric Prunes Underground. Couldn't believe that it was just sitting there. This was $1.50. Yeah, and I had never had this. I never had this on CD, cassette, or anything. And just really cool. I have a lot more Psych now that I've jumped into the vinyl community. A lot more, actually. And really thrilled about that. So there's the Prunes. This was a great band, really, really great band. And that great Reprise sleeve. with the chairman of the board, Nancy Sinatra, his daughter, Dino, Desi, and Billy, and the Showboat Reprise label on that electric Prunes. And I'm going to wrap it up, guys, with, you know, I'm a huge fan of Bay Area bands, San Francisco Bay Area bands, because of how I grew up and how in proximity where I live, near the Sierra Nevada mountains in Northern California, Northern Nevada. And we just grew up on all the great bands, Janis Joplin, Big Brother and the Holding Company, The Dead, The Airplane, Quicksilver, and this is Country Joe McDonald, Country Joe and the Fish. I don't have the poster in this, but I got this that was at Score, for under $1, about 75 cents for this record. And it's in really nice shape. Absolutely. And you know, Bill Graham just really, really dug and respected Joe McDonald. Very, very much so. Bill Graham was a great guy. I used to see him backstage at Grateful Dead shows at the Oakland Coliseum. He would always look like he was so stressed out, you know, and you know, the Dead up there are just playing and enjoying, and Bill was wringing his hands, and very interesting cat, definitely. And they're on the Vanguard label. So with that, guys, thanks for watching and hanging in there with me on this one. And I'm going to try to shorten these down a little bit. And I'm going to alternate. Next week, I'm going to do records in my collection every other week, and my Thrift Store Finds Monday twice a month. That way I can get out there and pick records. So I'll see you on Thursday for my new Vinyl Buys Thursday. All right, cool. Thanks for watching.